Hi guys, I'm Becca from My Crazy Good Life, and I wanted to talk to you about meal planning for the 21 Day Fix. Meal prepping is completely optional. Some people love to meal prep, some people hate to meal prep. Meal prepping is when you get everything together, all of your ingredients for the week, and you make a ton of meals, or you prep a ton of ingredients and you stick them in the fridge to last you an entire week. That's the stressful part for a lot of people. Meal planning is really necessary on the 21 Day Fix, but not super stressful. I think it just takes getting used to it and maybe seeing somebody do it. And so I wanted to do it live for you guys so that you see exactly how I go about my meal planning for the week. So meal planning is important because you have a certain amount of containers to eat every day on the Fix. And if you eat whatever comes to mind for breakfast, whatever everybody else in the office is eating for lunch, and then dinner comes and you haven't planned that, you're stuck with like a green and an orange container, or maybe a yellow and a purple container, and you can't eat dinner on that. That's not something that's satisfying. And I've been talking to my readers a lot, and what I'm hearing is that it's very stressful to have that happen because then you're hungry. You end up cheating or binging or whatever, having more than you should after dinner. And then the next day is usually, I screwed up yesterday, so I'm done. So I just wanted to walk you through meal planning because it's super important for staying on track, but it also shows how much food you get to eat on the Fix as long as you plan it. It's just like having a budget for money. You're not going to use up all of your money in the morning, and then if you're shopping for the day, say like Black Friday, you're not going to use all your money in the morning so that you have nothing left in the afternoon, right? You're going to wait and you're going to kind of meter it out. So this is exactly what you're doing with food. You're just having a plan for the week and you're able to account for every single container. So let's get started. I have my food list here. I have a couple other printables here. So the first thing that I do is I'm in bracket A, and so I mark off exactly, or I write down exactly what containers I'm able to have each day. So we're gonna start here with 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 3 teaspoons. I'm just gonna make lines on either side of that so that we can use tally marks. And so we start with Monday. So on Monday, we're gonna have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then 2 snacks. So I always start with dinner first. It's so much easier to start with dinner because I feel like it's easier to, if you have to make like a bento box for lunch, you can do that, like to fill in your containers. Whereas dinner is usually recipes that have, specific container counts. And so for dinner on Monday, I have mushroom fajitas with some brown rice. So that's gonna be a green, yellow, and then a teaspoon for the oil that I use to cook. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to mark off up here what containers I've planned for. So I've planned green, yellow, teaspoon. So here's a hash mark for green, 2 of them, 1 for yellow, and 1 for one of the teaspoons. So I can keep track of where I am in the day. Lunch is going to be sliced raw veggies and yogurt. So that's gonna be green, red, and let's actually add another red in there. Let's do some hard-boiled eggs. So green, red. So I'm gonna come up here and mark off 2 more greens, 2 reds. So now what I have to account for the rest of the day is 2 purples, 2 reds, 1 yellow, a blue and an orange, and 2 teaspoons. So I'm keeping track up here on what the plan is for the day. So for breakfast, I am a creature of habit, and I am going to have 2 eggs and toast pretty much every day because it's easy and I don't have to think about it. So we're gonna mark off, so here's red for eggs, yellow for a piece of toast, and then teaspoon for butter. So 2 eggs is a red, toast is a teaspoon, and then mark off for butter. So snack number 1 is gonna be a protein shake with a banana, which is gonna be red and then purple. So when I say banana, sorry, half a banana is what I mean, 1 serving of a banana. So 1 purple and 1 red. So I am at my max for my reds and my greens for the day. Oh, and yellows. So now I have to use my snacks to fill in these random purple, blue, orange, and teaspoon. So my second snack is going to be an apple with peanut butter. And let me tell you about this. So on the food list, peanuts are 14 peanuts for a blue. So I don't eat my blues very often. I struggle with them. And so what I did was I figured out exactly how much peanut butter is made with 14 peanuts. And it's about 2 teaspoons. So I'm gonna count this right here as a purple and then a blue, because there's 14 peanuts, which is the amount in the blue container, and 2 teaspoons of peanut butter. So that's an option that's open to you if you struggle with your blues like I do. So here's purple, here's blue, and then I have these lime coconut bites that I make to count as an orange. So there's my orange. Now I have 4 greens, 2 teaspoons, 4 reds, 2 yellows. I'm sorry, did I say 2 teaspoons? I meant 2 purples. 1 blue, 1 orange, and I only have 2 teaspoons. I need an extra teaspoon. So what I'm gonna do is come up here with, for breakfast, I'm just gonna add another teaspoon in there of butter. So I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of butter on my toast instead of 1. And so I will often do that. So I like having breakfast the same every day because it's easy to plan, but I also like it because it's an easy way for me to add extra teaspoons if I need to. So here's Monday. I literally do this for every single day of the week. That way, when it comes to dinner, I know exactly what I'm eating and I have enough containers reserved for it. And I can use my snacks to fill in those random extra ones. Those random extra containers that you get. And so you have a plan, and having a plan is the most important thing on the fix, because there's no way that you can get in all of those containers without doing some planning. So I'm gonna erase Monday and we're gonna go on to Tuesday. And so I keep all of these in a notebook, and I keep the notebook because sometimes, like if I wanna do a round, so here's my notebook. If I want to do a round, I want it to be easy. And so if I need to pull from one of the days, I can just pull from one of the days. So you can see I make these little charts, just like I do down here. I make them right on my notebook, and I use one side for one day, one side for the other day. Here's one other one down here. So I have a book full of these that I just keep. So I'm gonna erase our hash marks. And then we're gonna do Tuesday, and we're gonna do Wednesday. Same way, same exact way. So Tuesday, we're gonna do breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, snack. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, snack. So dinner on Tuesday is gonna be homemade veggie burgers. And that's a red. And I'm gonna add some veggies, so 2 greens. And I'm also gonna add some, I don't know, wild, or maybe brown rice, or probably not a bun, I'll probably do brown rice. So red, green, green, yellow is my dinner for that night. So I'm gonna mark off red, 2 greens, and a yellow. Lunch on Tuesday is yogurt and veggies. So a red for the yogurt, and then I'm actually gonna do 2 cups of veggies. And I usually just do raw veggies. Sometimes I will grab the frozen veggies and just, heat them up in the microwave, the steamable bags. So here's red, green, green. Breakfast, like I said, always, almost always, eggs and toast and butter. So red, yellow, teaspoon. Red, yellow, teaspoon. Snacks to fill in these extra containers are a protein shake and a half a banana. So that's red and purple. Red, purple. And then apple and peanut butter again, because it's easy. So that's purple. And then remember, I figured out that 14 peanuts equals about 2 teaspoons of peanut butter. So that's what I'm counting my blue as. So purple and blue, purple, blue. And then we're gonna do those coconut bites again for an orange, because I struggle getting my oranges in. And so now I have 2 teaspoons left over. So I could choose to use that for peanut butter, because that's a teaspoon, or butter. So I'm just gonna add that onto the toast for breakfast. So we have 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, blue, orange, 3 teaspoons. Perfect. So now I'm just gonna use the other side of this for Wednesday. So Wednesday dinner is homemade minestrone soup. And so the counts for that is yellow, green, green. So here's a yellow and then 2 greens. Lunch is gonna be a leftover veggie burger. And then some veggies on the side. So that's gonna be red and green. Here's a red, there's a green. Breakfast, eggs and toast. Red, yellow, teaspoon. Red, yellow, teaspoon. Snacks, 2 snacks. So my first snack is gonna be buffalo cauliflower. And that count is red, teaspoon, green. So red, teaspoon, green. And then my second snack is going to be a shake with a full banana. So that's gonna count as 2 purples and peanut butter for my blue. So this is red, 2 purples, and then blue. So let's mark off red, 2 purples, blue. And then orange, I'm using those coconut bites again. That's a perfect dessert. They're super light and they're just the right amount of sweet. So there's our orange. Now we have 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange. We need an extra teaspoon. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did before and add that to my butter, my toast in the morning. So here's Tuesday, Wednesday. We've accounted for all of the containers that you have to eat on plan A for both days. I'm gonna take this away and then we're gonna do Thursday, Friday. All right. So here, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks. All right, so for Thursday, make sure this is still shown for you guys. Dinner, goulash with, I'm gonna use vegetable meal crumbles and so, or meat crumbles that I'm making. And so my counts for that goulash recipe are going to be 1 green, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 red. So I'm gonna do this on the left, 1 green, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 red. Lunch for Thursday is buffalo cauliflower. And that is, oh, and an apple. So that's green, red, teaspoon, and purple. green red teaspoon for the buffalo cauliflower, purple for the apple. So green, red, teaspoon, purple. Breakfast is, I don't even know why I look over there at my plan. Eggs and toast. Usually on the weekends is when I deviate from the eggs and toast, and then I'll tell you why in a second. Eggs, toast, butter. So red, yellow, teaspoon. Red, yellow, teaspoon. And then snacks to fill in the extra containers that we have to account for. So we still have 2 greens, a purple, a red, an orange, and a teaspoon to account for in our snacks. So snack number 1 is going to be raw veggies, and then a coconut bite. So that's green and orange. And then our second snack is going to be a protein shake and a banana, or half a banana. So red, purple. And let's look. So we need another green in here. I'm actually going to double the cauliflower in this recipe, and I'll keep the other things the same. So that'll account for our 4th green. We have 2 purples, we have 4 reds, 2 yellows, blue, orange. We need 1 more teaspoon, again with the toast, doing that with the toast. So there's our 3rd teaspoon. Friday dinner is going to be tacos with cauliflower. And so that's going to be red, green, green, yellow. I'm going to make the taco meat with a meat alternative. So that's where the red is coming from. And then 2 greens for the veggies and cauliflower, and then a yellow because I'll probably have some corn tortillas. So I'm going to do this on the right side. So red, green, green, yellow. Red, green, green, yellow. Lunch on Friday is veggies, hard-boiled eggs, and an apple. So green, red, purple. Green, red, purple. Breakfast on Friday is eggs and toast and butter. Red for the eggs, yellow for the toast, teaspoon for the butter. Red, yellow, teaspoon. And snacks, because we still have to fill in 1 green. I have 3 greens here. We need 1 extra green. We need 1 extra purple. We need 1 red. We need a blue, an orange, and 2 teaspoons to cover in our snacks. So snacks on Friday are banana and peanut butter. So again, half a banana, because that's 1 purple. So that's purple and blue if you go according to this 16 peanut rule, or 14 peanuts that makes the 2 teaspoons. So purple, blue. And then Friday, snack, the last snack is a coconut bite and veggies and yogurt. So that is an orange, a green, and a red. So here's orange, green, red. So we now have for Friday 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, a blue and orange, and we need 2 more teaspoons. So I'm gonna mark those off and put those right here. So I'm using 3 teaspoons on that piece of toast, 3 teaspoons of butter on that piece of toast to make up, to add in the extra containers that we needed to use. So here's Thursday, Friday. Both days are accounted for, all the containers. I'm gonna erase this and then we're gonna do Saturday and Sunday. So breakfast, lunch, dinner. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. All right, so Saturday dinner, we're gonna have tacos. And so I was actually probably gonna do mushroom tacos. And so that's gonna be a yellow and a green. Yellow, green. Lunch for Saturday is shake and a banana with peanut butter. So red, purple, and blue. So again, the peanut butter is because there's 2 teaspoons of peanut butter that can be made with the 14 peanuts that are part of the blue list. So shake is red, banana is purple, and then we're using that 2 teaspoons of peanut butter as our blue. Saturday breakfast is eggs and a banana. Half a banana. And I deviated from what I did earlier in the week because I know that I want to have chips and salsa tonight. And so I'm going to use that yellow. Instead of having toast in the morning, I'm going to have chips. Red and purple for these. And then our snacks. So we have a lot actually. We might have to reconfigure this a little bit. So buffalo cauliflower. And that's red, green, teaspoon. Red, green, teaspoon. And then chips and salsa and veggies. So what I'll do is I will use 1.5 cups of veggies, a 1/2 cup of salsa, fresh salsa, and then 1 yellow of chips. So green, 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 yellow. And then I have the coconut bite, and that's an orange. And then teaspoons, I'm actually gonna add 2 teaspoons of peanut butter to my shake right here because I need 2 more teaspoons. I need 1 more red to finish today. So I'm going to eggs, banana, and yogurt in the morning. So it's really easy to be able to see it when you write it out like this and see what you're missing so that you can make sure to account for all your containers. Sunday, dinner on Sunday is gonna be veggie burgers. With rice and veggies. So red, yellow, green. I'm gonna use the left side here, so there we go. Lunch on Sunday is apple and peanut butter. Hard-boiled eggs. And then a cheat meal is actually on my plan, because if I stick to my meal plan every other day of the week, a cheat meal on Sunday kind of reminds my body that it's not in starvation mode, gives me something to look forward to and something to stay on track for, and also it's, you know what, like it's a cheat meal. It's not a cheat day, it's one meal. So I try to get in my containers, especially the greens and the reds. If I try to not ever skip containers when I have a cheat meal, so like that's just extra. Like I try to make sure that I have a plan for all of my containers first, because it's not good to skip containers. So let's see, apple, peanut butter, hard-boiled eggs. So that's purple. I'm gonna use my blue for peanut butter, and then red. So purple, red, blue. Breakfast on Sunday is back to eggs and toast. So like last night or on Saturday night, I swapped and I didn't have toast in the morning because I knew I was gonna have chips and salsa for a snack later in the day. So eggs, toast, butter, red, yellow, teaspoon, red, yellow, teaspoon. And then we fill in our snacks. So snack 1 is gonna be yogurt. So that takes up all of our reds for the day. And then snack 2 is 2 cups of veggies. So let's mark those off. And then a coconut bite for the orange. Mark that off. Teaspoons, I am going to add 2 teaspoons here so that I can finish my teaspoons. I still have 1 green, 1 purple left. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in a purple here, a half banana. And then I'll have 1 green. And what I'll do is I'm going to add veggies to my eggs. So there's the green. So Sunday, we have 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, blue, orange, and 3 teaspoons accounted for. So doing this every week can be a little bit overwhelming, I get that. But it's the only way that you're gonna stay on plan. It's the only way that you can account for every single container every single day and make sure that you finish the fix. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, you are welcome to reach out to me. Thanks.